Hello, this is Jeko Knight. I got this idea from one of my YouTube subscribers, the Mastermind. You should subscribe to him. And one of the videos that he posted was about bullying, and it kind of made me think, because when I was growing up as a kid, as a teenager, I was a victim of being bullied too. And not just, someone kind of hurt my feelings. It was constant telling me how fucking ugly I am. I've had girls play pranks on me constantly because I wasn't the most popular guy. I had Hispanics, Mexicans, gang up and bully on me because that's what they do. And I'll go more in depth than that so you don't get the wrong idea of what I'm saying. It freaking sucks. I know on this YouTube channel I vent a lot of my frustrations from being bullied into my video blogs. I never was popular. I was very poor. My parents didn't have a whole lot of money. I never played sports. I wasn't a jock, so I was picked on quite a bit. And it sucks. I used to keep track of how many females used to tell me how ugly I was. And it was over 200. I lost track because I realized that was getting really pathetic. I thought it was kind of funny at first. I'm going to keep track. Then after 200, it's like, dude, this ain't fucking funny anymore. It's fucking bullshit. One of the things I've kind of noticed recently is there's a lot of anti-bullying campaigns out there. Be a star. And a lot of those are really good. But there's one thing that I do have that, kind of irritates me a little bit about these anti-bullying. Basically, they protect minorities. They say, don't hate over any race, color, sexual preference. And basically, they're telling you don't hate people because they're African American, they're Mexican, they're homosexual, they're lesbian, and that's fine. But I know I'm half white, half Mexican. I always considered myself more white because I don't speak Spanish. I don't have a Spanish last name. I'm not going to tell you my last name because I'll give away my identity. So I consider myself a white male, basically. And I was bullied by minorities, women, Mexicans. But basically, it's saying, don't make fun of people that are minorities. And I agree with that, but the only problem is those minorities, when you're growing up and you go to school and stuff, I was trying to, talk to females, and just because I was not the best looking guy, I got a whole bunch of shit by women, I had a bunch of pranks played on me. I've had rocks thrown at me. There was this one bitch in high school that fucking was pretending to like me, just, being all flirty. Then she took me to the back of the school and she was going to kiss me with all of her friends there, male and female. And when she put her arm around my face, she spit in my face, and everyone was fucking laughing at me. And the guys that were hanging out with her beat the crap out of me for no fucking apparent reason. So you can probably see why I have a lot of anger issues towards females. And minorities. That's probably why I make fun of stereotypes so much. Because they have this extra protection in American society that pisses me off. They can make fun of white males always, bullying goes both ways. I believe you should protect minorities, but I should believe that white males have the same rights, but they fucking don't. It pisses me off. And that's why I wear a mask. I don't like the way I look. I guess I can take my mask off. I'll go ahead and take my mask off. Ah, that's much better. I feel refreshed now that I can show my face. All those anti-bullying campaigns have a good, they have a really good point, they have a really good message, and it's nice that bullying is now, being focused on more, because when I was a kid, when I was growing up, no one gave a shit, And, of course, I think lately, a lot of these school shootings, the first one that I remember, I was actually in a school called Old Columbine High School, and OLDE, Old Columbine, and I was sitting there when the actual Columbine shooting was happening. It was like in a computer lab, and they had monitors, so we watched the news like the whole time, and, just seeing how all this tragedy happened, what the hell were those fucking kids thinking? They shot a bunch of people, those fucking crazy? Yeah, they were crazy, but they were bullied, probably to the point where it made them crazy. It's sad to see all these fucking shootings in schools and shit. Kids don't deserve to die. Kids don't deserve to be crazy like that either. But the root of the problem usually comes from being bullied. And that's why I think a lot of these anti-bullying campaigns are good. But I remember one video I saw, it was quite a while ago, about a year or two ago. This kid, I think some fat kid, suplexes this skinny kid and almost cripples him, and that kid, the fat kid, gets in so much fucking trouble because, almost probably could have killed the kid, just fucking suplexes him, I think on the side of the concrete or something. I don't know, it was horrible, and you could see when the skinny kid got up, he could barely walk, That kid got in so much trouble, and they looked, and they said, why is that fat kid bullying that little kid? And then when they, went in depth, basically that skinny kid and a bunch of other kids were picking on that fat kid because he was fat. That kid was dealing with suicide and stuff. But they don't show that, No one gives a shit about bullying until someone gets physically hurt. And then that person's a bully. And I know, a lot of my videos, it'll probably come up more. People will see me as a bully because I make fun of stereotypes. Wow. One difference, I make fun of a group of people. I don't attack an individual person. I don't see an African American and I go and I hate on him because he's African American and I make fun of him for eating chicken and watermelon. I don't do that. I'll make fun of it generally, and I'm making fun of it. I'm not serious. I don't hate African Americans. I do that with Asians too, I'm not really picking on someone to the point where I ruin their fucking dreams. I never do anything physically. But a lot of my bitterness comes from being bullied, and I'm not going to go and bully a specific person. But there's a line that I believe that, I know it's the culture in America, I don't know if it's because of all the soy products and everything that's making everyone turn more feminine. I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. But people are way too sensitive. There's a kind of, there's an open opinion that someone has. I have a lot of opinions. And people getting upset. And then there's those people that will just target a specific person and just, completely just day in and day out fucking harass them. But yeah, that kind of fills you in on, me being bullied in the past. Me, making fun of stereotypes. I'm not being serious, and I'm not trying to bully any specific person. I don't care what race, color, sexual preference you are, I don't have any African American friends because it's Colorado. There's not a whole lot. I do have Mexican friends. I do have gay friends. And about the anti-bullying, it should focus more. It kind of does focus a little more on everyone, but, I think it could do more for the non-minorities, white males. Because if you're not a good-looking white male, if you're fat, you're going to get bullied on. And it's going to suck. And when you try to fight back, when you try to argue back, You're arguing against minorities. You're going to be considered racist. You're going to be considered sexist. You're going to be considered a bully, even though those people are fucking bullying you. You know, I guess that's my biggest frustration, you know. And basically everything that I say is my opinion. There might be some factual things, but basically, I'm just saying what is on my mind. I'm not trying to completely hurt people. You know, if people get offended from what I say, they shouldn't watch my videos. I'm just saying what is on my mind, and that's who I am. This is Jeko Knight, signing out.